Okay, so in this video, I'm going to walk you through the vocal part for the harmonized track. I'm not going to lie, this one was a lot harder, and I think that this is sort of testing out those A to A star students. But let me just walk you right through this. What they're trying to get you to do is to create this backing track based on my lead vocal, and that's all they want you to do. Once you've cut out the vocal part from the lead vocal to create this backing track, they then want you to retune this. So there's two things here that they're asking you to do. Now they do give you this note for D, so they want you to retune this to D, and they want you to retune this to E. So there's actually two things here. I'll just do the first one, and you can probably guess how the next one is going to go. Okay, so in the first instance, I can't stress this enough. Now that you know what bars that we're going to be looking at, I'm going to go back into Ableton, I'm going to zoom in, and I'm simply going to highlight this bar, 33, all the way up to 36. I'm going to loop that. So let me just do this, just so that I know exactly which bars that I'm going to be looking at. So now that I've got this, I'm going to be looking for these two notes. The first one is always, and the next one is forever. What I'm going to do is I'm basically going to highlight that, and I'm going to drag that down to a blank area, which will then create an audio track. So notice how I've already got this vocal part here, and as you can hear from the original, let me just solve that one out. This is my always here. Sorry, I was messing around with this. Let me put this back up to my tempo. So this is my always. So again, highlight this. Hold down your Alt or your Option button on your keypad and then just drag that down. If you have a blank track underneath this, it will just create an audio track, so you don't have to do any extra steps at all. Okay, so now that I've got this always, I'm now going to try and find the next word, which is forever. So my forever is going to be here. So I'm not going to highlight this. I'm not going to push my Alt or my Option button and then drag that down to I would put this onto the exact same track as you got on the previous always, but it's up to you. So now that I've got my two notes, just be aware that Edexcel is probably going to give you, I would guess, a mark for each one of those. So you're probably looking at right now 2 marks. So then to retune this, you have to figure out what the original note is. So all I'm going to do is this. I'm going to highlight that area in my original vocal that says always. And what I'm now going to do is this. I'm going to go into my audio effects, and I'm going to go down to tuner. Now, I don't use a spectrum on this because that will give you a lot of different frequencies. I'm looking for a specific tone, which I'm probably going to find from this tuner. So drag and drop that one on there, and you can see that I've already got one here. Now, this is where it gets a bit tricky. Some students, what they do is that they play this, and this tuner, it will respond to and analyze the individual tones. So it's sort of a G sharp to an A. If I can just give you this as a hint, sometimes when I put a tuner on and the notes are too fast and it can't analyze it, or I'm not giving myself enough time to really hear this tone, what I sometimes do is this. As you can probably guess from the beginning of my video, I change my tempo and I pull this one down. What this will do is it will now play this a lot slower, and this will now give my tuner as well as my ears time to listen to the individual tone. And you can now hear that it's pulled down this tempo. One thing that I want to recommend, highly recommend, that if you use this this technique of pulling down the BPM, always make sure that you put it back up. Otherwise, Edexcel may not mark you on that. Okay. So the original was, I think, an A. So when I drag this this copy down to a new track, all I have to do now is double click to open up my editor. And I'm going to move this pitch down to the pitch where it says D. And if you don't know where this is, you can find this on the keyboard if you wanted to. Or what you can do is, again, just go into your audio effects here and then drag and drop a tuner back onto that new track. And then that will also give you these notes as well. So I'm now going to do that same thing with forever. I'm going to highlight this. You should have already copied this down to either the same track or to a new track. And all I have to do with this is move this down to D. So again, I'm going to open my editor like this, and I'm just going to change this pitch down to any note that you need to. And again, if you need to use the tuner, go ahead. So now on the second part, they want you to retune stop to the E. So not the D, but to the E below this. So I think I got this here. Let me just fill this one out. Sorry. Yes, so it's this stop right here, which, go back to my original track. It should be here. Yeah, so this stop right here. So basically, to highlight that, hold down Alt, and you're more than welcome to copy this to the exact same track that you did previously. However, I did on a new track, but it doesn't really matter. So now that you've got this, they want you to now move this from the original pitch to E. So again, you should have on a tuner on your original track. So if you need to slow it down, so be it, find out what that original tone is, and then make sure that you move the one that you've copied or the one that you've cut out of that to the right tone. And again, all you have to do is double click, open your editor, and then move this pitch down to where you hear the note on E. And if you don't know what it is, go back into your audio effects into your tuner, and your tuner will help you out with that. Okay, let me know if I can answer any questions.